Hello, so I am back with part 2 of the Blossom Rose envelope tag flip process. Right, so in the first part I showed you how to construct the actual envelopes together with the hinges. I have cut out all the papers to size because you don't want to sit and watch me do that. For the size that I've used, this is what I needed, and I need to change that because there were 4 of each, not 2. So the width that I had to cut them at was 4 1/8 of an inch, and then 7 4/8. That's for the taller part. Then again, the widths are all the same. For the second size down envelope, it was 6 1/4 inches, and then for the smallest one was 5 1/4 inch. And I've inked up all around the edges, and I'll just paper clip them all in just so you can see, like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them on, and I'm going to speed that up. And or shall I speed it up, or shall I just do it and then come back showing you? Yeah, I will just come back and show you it all glued on. So I have matted all the envelopes, as you can see, and I had to let it dry a little bit. So that's what I've done. I'm going to trim them off later. I have prepared, just checking I've done all that correct, yeah, and it's all up the right way. So I have prepared a few things which I'm just going to quickly show you because I need to stitch around them, and I'll go off and I'll do that, and then I'll be back. But I'm just going to show you, I've made, these are just bits cuts from some of the background pages, and you know, they're going to be pockets. I will embellish them, but normally how I work is I will make my pockets, I will stick them in, and then I will see how I want to embellish them. I know some people do everything and, you know, and then put the pocket on, but I don't work like that. So I've made, these are the bits of the envelopes that I cut off, probably from these ones, so I've kept them and I'm going to make them into pockets. I'm not sure whether I'm going to leave that opened or I'm just going to stitch all the way around that. I'm going to pop the postcard on there. I'll probably stitch around that as well. I need to change my cotton because it's black at the moment, and I think I would prefer white on this. So I've got 2 of them. Excuse me. Got 2 of them, and I think no, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to go that way, yep, as my front. So I'll probably put them on there, and I'm just kind of working this out as we go along here. And I'll put that on there, but don't forget it will be stitched. I've done some corners, some corner tucks, so they will go on that, well, maybe on the other side, but they'll go on there. And then I've got 2 of these, but I'm going to make, and I'll do the pockets with you in a minute, but I've got them, and I coffee dyed them, and then I gessoed them just to thicken it up a little bit more. I've backed a lot of these onto book pages because you're not going to see them because they're all going down. So I'm going to make pockets. I don't know whether to put that one on, say like that, on its own, or make a pocket, but we'll see when we get there. And then on the, you know, the tallest piece, I have made some side tucks which I will embellish. I will put little clusters or something on them. And I've got another one for the other side. Which way does that go? I think it goes that way. Or I might put it on that side. We'll see when we get there. And again, I will make a little cluster embellishment or something for there. Or just maybe put some lace on. Don't know yet. I've not thought that far ahead yet. So I'm going to go and stitch all around everything. And them, I need to stitch around them, so I need to stitch around everything, and then we'll be back, and then I will put what I can in here, and then I will make the pockets using these. I'll show you how I do that, and yeah, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so everything is stitched, and I just got to glue this onto there. And I was thinking, you know how I said I'm going to make some pockets with these 2, so I'm going to set them to the side at the moment. So this part, which is part 2, and that's just basically backing the envelopes, making the basic pockets. The next part will be embellishing them, I think. Obviously I just don't have a lot of room on my camera, my phone I should say, to do it all at once. So there will be a playlist and it'll be called Blossom Rose Kit Creations. I'm trying to see if I can get some glue out of here. Probably not. There's some in here. I just don't fancy using the other glue. I'll set that there. I'm going to have to use the other glue. It's just a bit too wet for my liking. It just takes too long to dry. I have inked up around them all, and we just pop that on there. And I think when I come to embellishing them, I think I'm going to use some little stickers, and not stickers, some of ARTYmaze's number label things. Okay, so I'm making sure that is the right way round. What I might do is I might speed this up now, because it will just save some room on my camera, because I have to put it onto iMovie because I've done them all in bits. So I'm going to go and speed this up a little bit. Okay, so I've stuck these down, and as that glue is really wet, it does take a while to dry. When I say a while, it's not like hours or anything. Just not that quick, like me sometimes. Okay, so for this and this, I'm going to make the pockets. So set that out the way for a minute. No, I might need that. I think I might need that. So I'm going to have to get my trimmer in. It also scores, so I'll be using that. And whoops, so I need to measure. Right, see, I don't know whether just to put that one on there or not, like so. I'm so undecided. No, I'm just going to make a pocket. Simple as. Make a pocket. Do what I was going to do. So I just want to make sure it's just a little bit. So I need that 3.5 by 5.5. 3.5 by 5.5, Yvonne. So she doesn't forget. Alright. I'm going to bring that in and move things out the way. So it was a 3.5. So I'm going to score that 3.5, and then again move it along. I can't see it now. Is it actually scored? Yes, it has. I just can't see it. Nope, I can't see it at all. 3.5. I'm scared in case I rip it. There we go. 3.5. And take that again to 3.5. Then I'm going to take it up to like 1 centimetre. I'm going to trim that off. Save that for something else. And what did I say? 5.5. I'm sure it was 5.5. So 5.5 and score. That's not actually scoring very well for some reason. 5.5 and score. And then up to, my hands are really dry, to about 1 centimetre. Just so we've got a little lip. And then cut that. Okay, save that. That will come in handy for, I don't know, something. Right, so I can see that on this side. I know you probably won't be able to see it. So I'm just going to fold that. I think it was because it was gessoed. Fold it up here as well. You could use your bump folder, but I don't know where mine is, which is real handy, isn't it? I'm now hoping that, oh, I need to fold this as well. I'm now hoping I can get all this loaded onto my iMovie. Oh, cry. Right, so it's really hard to see, but I'm going to take this piece off. Leave that piece there, just mitre that slightly, just take it in a little bit because we don't want too much bulk when we fold it. Mitre it there, mitre it there, and mitre it up here because we're going to need that lip as well. That's gone on the floor, folks, sorry. Right, I need something to, oh, use that. Let me just make sure that that's all going to fold in nicely. Never does when you're on camera. So here, I just use the edge of this. No, that's not working. Nothing's playing properly today. It has been one of those days. I'm just going to use that to take a little bit out. And I'm going to ink. I'm going to ink the back as well, just a little bit, because it's too white. I only gessoed it to give it a little bit more strength. And then ink up around the edges. I hope I'm recording. I am. And again, I'll add more decoration to this once it's on and I've decided, you know, I've got to pull stuff out to see what I'm going to put on there. So we will glue this now. So I put a little dab here. I always put that flap down first and then that one over the top. Learned that years ago from someone on YouTube. I can't remember who it was. Saves anything catching on there. And glue that down. And was it this one we had? I can't remember now. That one. That's going to go on there. Get some glue on. Can anyone recommend a good tacky glue that's not too wet and doesn't stink? I don't mind using the Beacon 3-in-1 or whatever it's called, but I don't like using it a lot because it really does affect my sinuses. And I don't mind using it like when I can keep my door opened and my you know, my shed, my crafty shed, because there's lots of ventilation. And then that's going to go on there. So I'm just going to glue around 3 sides. I'll have to do a good search for some glue and probably read the reviews. This is okay, but it's not, like I said, it's just not, doesn't dry quick enough for me. And we shall try and centre that on there like so. And I'll do exactly the same for the other one, adding this onto it. But I'm going to do that off camera because I know I'm running out of space here. I want to get this up as one video, this part anyway, right? So I'm going to go and do that off camera and I'll be back. So there we have it. All the pockets are on, obviously not embellished, but that will become in part 3. So happy how that's turning out. So there we go. So stay tuned for part 3. And don't forget, this will all be on the playlist. I think I'm going to release all the videos at the one time, so you can actually watch what I made, and then you can go back and watch all the, you know, the process of how I made it. And it's on the playlist called Blossom Rose Kit Creations, which I will link down below.